Now, we know there are a lot of things a man can do that can make a girl swoon. From looking like Brad Pitt to having a nice personality, the scale is long, and more than often, it can become a bit confusing for men to know what women want from them to get to the next level. I think of men getting so wrapped up in feeling like they need to look a certain way, be a certain height, or wear named brands to capture a woman's attention. But the truth is, there's a lot more to it. The small gestures they can do would have a bigger impact on women. And don't get me wrong, a woman can appreciate a nice chiseled jawline as much as the next gal, but it's more about the small things that can get under their skin and get their heart racing. Some things you may have not even thought about. A man with a flashy car is not always a man all women aspire to be next to. And it's not a personality trait, and it doesn't make you any better than the next guy if your car is worth more than $50,000. If you ask, most women would take a nice guy on the bus over a shallow man with a Ferrari. Now we know that women can be complex creatures who sometimes don't even know what they want themselves, so we can't expect you men to know what to do either. So I only think it's fair to point out some ways in which you can get a woman all riled up without even trying. Get those notepads out, boys, and prepare to drop your jaw, because some of these things are so subtle you wouldn't have even thought about them. Let's go, like and subscribe. Hand placement. Please pay close attention to this point so you don't misunderstand what is being described. Never touch a woman or person without their consent. There are things in life that just don't make sense, but they do make sense at the same time. There is no logical reason behind why it works, but for some reason it does. There's this thing about when you are maneuvering through a crowd and a man places his hand on the small of your back to guide you through the hustle and bustle, making sure you are safe and not about to be trampled on. That can drive a girl wild. I'm not sure if there's any scientific evidence behind it. Maybe it releases certain hormones in the brain that turns a woman into a puddle of goo in the palm of a man's hand just from this small gesture. But let me tell you, a hand to the lower back is a game changer, and I can feel the women are nodding along in agreement with me. Shirts. Now, it's a very well-known fact that a man in a tailored suit is the picture of high-value importance and sexy masculinity to all women. It gives us work vibes, it gives us boss man vibes, and it gives us don't F with me vibes, I'm here to dominate the playing field vibes. We love it, and any woman who isn't a little hot under the collar seeing a man in a suit is either lying to you or a very particular woman, rare like a special flower. However, at the end of a day, when a man comes home, when his jacket comes off and his sleeves are rolled up, that tiny gesture of the sleeves being rolled up is incredibly sexy and will send any woman over the edge. Whether it be because he's about to get down and dirty to complete the task at hand, or because he wants to relax after a long day. There's just something about rolled up sleeves for a woman. It could be because it displays his forearms, who knows? But we do know is that it's worth the mental note to start rolling your sleeves up, fellas. Loosen up. Just slipping this one in here too whilst we're talking about suits and all things dominating. Loosening your tie around your neck or taking it off completely and unbuttoning your shirt by 2 or 3 buttons gives off such a sexy vibe. Chores. I know. Seems a bit boring, and I can already feel the eye rolls coming a mile away. But you would be surprised how appreciative a woman can be if you just picked up your own damn socks and put them in the basket. Or if you wiped away your shavings from the sink bowl after finishing your morning get ready with me routine. Or maybe I'm rambling a little bit, but your significant other is your partner, not your maid. So cleaning up around the home that you share is not only a massive help to her stress levels, but it's 10 times more likely going to get you laid than if she had to swan dive through your dirty laundry to get into bed after a long day. Ambition and passion. Now we all know we all love a bit of passion in the bedroom, but this one's different. When you let your guard down even a little bit and start talking about a subject that you are passionate about, it shows a lot of vulnerability and a softer side of you that can come across as a really sexy thing to a woman. Even if they have no idea what the offside rule is or what screw you need to bolt into that metal thing to hold it steady for that piece of furniture to stand up, the idea that you feel comfortable enough to go into detail and get excited about it is really sweet. Playing with their hair. Being attentive and caring is a massive turn on for any woman, and this can be done through both words and actions. One small gesture that makes a big impression is playing with a girl's hair whilst you are talking. You could run your fingers through it and give a little head massage as you do. You can twiddle the ends while she's talking to you, or you could simply tuck a strand of her hair behind her ear and boom, she will melt into your hands. However, be careful because too much hair touching can transfer oils from hands to hair, which means hair wash day comes a lot sooner and that's annoying for every woman. Manners. Although we've all, hopefully, been brought up to say please and thank you when needed, manners are not something that comes easy to some people, and trust me, no one likes a rude person or a Karen. If a man can express gratitude and be kind to strangers, then he is instantly above those who are rude to the hospitality staff in a restaurant. Hug from behind. Skin-to-skin contact is scientifically proven to improve mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. So I can only imagine all of the benefits that come from a nice hug from behind. The feeling of being protected is very sexy to a woman, and a hug from behind is exactly that. Feeling protected and safe in the arms of a man that you love. You got the whole world in his arms type of thing. Very sexy. Being good with kids. Now I know there are some women out there who don't want kids of their own and think they missed the maternity bone implants somewhere growing up. But even the most no kids type of women softens at the heart when you see a man playing with children, making them laugh and interacting with them. Take charge. At last, but no means least, a man who can make a plan with references to time and dates is a keeper. We all love a date day, date night, little getaway, etc. But there's nothing worse than a, I don't know, what do you want to do? Or a whatever you want to do type of guy. A man who can get to the PTOD is sexy. Now don't panic, I will explain. The P means place, for example, we have reservations at this restaurant here. The T is time, for example, it's booked at this time. O is for outfit, it's a fancy restaurant, so I would suggest wearing a dress and heels. And the D is the date, Friday night, me and you. So taking that bit of control and planning something for the two of you shows that you are interested in the relationship and consider all aspects when doing so. And it's a gold star from us, fellas. Now, of course, with all dating advice, please take it with a pinch of salt. Not everyone fits the same mold, and there are things that maybe some women don't consider to be sexy or hot. But as a gender as a whole, it's definitely about the little things that can get a woman's engine revving. And hopefully, from these 10 points, you can up your game without the stress, and the women across the world can be swept off their feet left and right. Happy dating. And there you go, we've reached the end of the video. Let me know down in the comments below if you liked this video or if I missed something very important from today's list. I hope this video has helped you gain a deep understanding of female psychology. Until the next video, like and subscribe. And if you want your name rolling up on this board like these people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below. Take care, bye bye.